Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on last year's national champions, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So BYU's offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. He caught it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Westbrook. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Hard running there. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. And the play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Stewart. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. Turns on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. First and 10 coming up. Smith dropping to pass. And that one's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hill. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for space. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Hayes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double. Win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are. as the teams there continue to jockey for ball position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Kansas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
PAT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Stewart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just feeds the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And here they come, almost all the way back. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own. It's being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Stewart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Touchdown, Cougar! Special teams proving to be special. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tough.
There he goes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Jayhawks are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They went for the... And boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running to the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute time. timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Finds his tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.